I like all of them, except for Watcher. But sometimes I like Watcher. Yeah, unrecovered. Maybe I should just say that the game's like Slay the Spire. I'm sure there are some ways in which it's like Slay the Spire, right? Right, Cap? What's up? You being Montero, hello. It's Otter. Is that a... That's an Arrested Development reference, right, Otter? Hey, Danazoo. Hey, King's Horsey. Ooh, Maddie. Hello. Zephyrn. How are you? Mind Glass plus Arcane Form. That sounds strong. I don't talk anymore, I'm eating food now. I don't think this all the way through. Thanks for the 9 months, Wise Banana. I think that an Iron Wave is fine. Yeah, that's basically what I think about about an Iron Wave here. I'm certainly not going to get more excited about it than that. Tequila sauce. Thanks for the 2 months. Agbomo show to you as well. How you doing, cat? What's up? What are you looking for? And hang out, right? Nope. Okay. Just, yeah, you can stay there then. So usually clicking on Immolate here, let me think about it for a second, just to make sure the devs don't realize that they need to nerf the card. Alright. Yeah, that was a difficult decision, and I had to think about it for quite a while, as you saw. Blammo, thanks for the 11 months. Agbomusho to you as well. You've been subbed for 11 months and haven't used any of my emotes. Which should you use first and why? I think Jorbs Wizard is... I mean, that's where it all started, right? I have a cat making biscuits out of my stomach right now. Okay. Also, like, my hand is chocolatey, so only had realized this when I put chocolate in my hand. Unfortunately, there was no way of knowing. What is the relic from the donut box? It's just a random relic. Would I like Immolate to do less damage or cost 3? I think I could do like 2 or 3 less damage. I think Immolate being strong is fine. Sure, it's not the end of the world. It's just like very strong, so I'm always taking it at that store and don't really have to think about anything. My cat has left. I'm actually gonna wash my hands. I'll be back. Alright. Now, ladies, I'll bring it down in just a few seconds here. What is Path? Ooh, we got a white beast statue. It's not bad. Not bad at all. My potions right now, like I already have some, but they're sort of bad for elite fighting. By 1. I think this is probably better than the Gambler's Brew, maybe. Maybe not. I figured out how to stop the backseating. Can one really stop the backseating? I feel like you can only really learn how to, like, cope with the backseating. Decent gremlin, not bite. Not the best, not the worst. I'm right around a health total where I could not rest before slime boss, maybe. Maybe if I do well in the next 2 hallway fights. If I go in with 42 health, I feel like I'm fine. Mirando, thanks for the 8 months. Agbomusho to you as well. There's a shocking amount of overlap between Melee Marth and Slay the Spire. There you go. Carnage seems pretty useful against Slime Boss. I already have Immolate Combust. Like, it does seem like I probably win that fight. But also just take a clothesline. I'll just take a clothesline. Somebody asked where I got my statistics knowledge from. Like 5 minutes ago. Don't know exactly. Like life, I guess? So my mother has a PhD in economics, so I was like raised in a house where we talked about studies and things like that. My grandfather was an accountant, so he knew a lot about numbers and figures and whatever. I took some courses on statistics in high school, and then in college I played poker professionally after college. Just like life, I guess. Is it math or maths? It's mathematic. You can shorten it a couple of different ways. There are only 3 ways to shorten mathematics which are objectively incorrect, and I think all of us can work out what those are without me having to say them. So yeah, at 41 health, I don't think we have to rest before Slime Boss. We can just upgrade Carnage or Combust. Go for Combust. Can Colorless Potion make you... bandage up? No, right? Definitely can't. How can you live your life without my opinion on it? A little bit less well than otherwise, I guess, is the answer. Badly? Probably meant to use Strength Potion. Will I be checking out Phoenix Point when it comes out? Typically don't make plans to play games before they are actually released. Ooh, Dip Trickle, good work. That's funny, Woogie. Yeah, my usage of statistics has been very, like, practical over the course of my life. So I think I probably have some ideas about how to make practical use of statistics that are, like, a little bit challenging to develop. I don't know. Certainly I spent 3 years playing like thousands of hands of poker every day and then looking at a database to try to work out how to improve what I did, and that's a thing that not many people have experience doing. Either Demon Form or Juggernaut. Maybe just take Demon Form to make sure that we beat the Act 2 boss. Seems fine. What's my favorite hand in poker? Aces. Aces every time. Don't even think. What do I think of Berserk? Find it difficult to consider it without having pellets or their relic immunity. It's like a card that I'll pick up when I'm about to go into the Act 2 boss fight if I need energy, but I don't pick it up very many other places. I have orange pellets, but there's no way to get like more than... We could go this way. Get 0 campfires, 3 elites. And go this way. Maybe this way is okay? Maybe. Go to this node and decide. 3s and 0s, thanks. Snecko better than Sozo in most runs. I think Snecko's the... If you were to like multiply times picked by win rate or something, Snecko would give you the highest number. Flame Barrier Plus seems absolutely insane here. I think this is a spot where I don't care that much about Ritual Dagger. Already have Immolate and Carnage. Already have the single attacks that deal a bunch of damage. Mulligan. This ends up being okay. Just need to deal 30 damage this turn. I can't deal 30 damage this turn. Cool. Use the explosive potion. I do have white beast statues, so I should use potions probably. Blood for blood's fine. Is the Carnage animation unique to the card? I think... Does Flurry of Blows have the same animation as Carnage? I think it might be the same as the Flurry of Blows animation. I'm not sure. Could be wrong on that. Hey, Professor Worm, it's going alright. Clashes is a little bit more like thunk. Like Clashes 1 thunk, whereas Carnage is like lots of thunks. Thompson Zhao, thanks for the 4 months. Longbow will show to you as well. Zero Max, thanks for the 19 month. 19 centuries. That's not how time works. I'm pretty sure. Longbow will show to you too. Take a sword boomerang with the demon form. Would make some sense to have it. I don't really need it yet. It's a card that I might need later, but like I can pick sword boomerangs or heavy blades or even a pummel or two, and I can do that for the rest of the run. It's definitely possible to win Ascension 20 without demon form, yeah. It's possible to win Ascension 20 with 0 cards. How the fuck does that work? You can do it though. Could grab a shrug. I'm not like in love with shrug here. My block cards right now are like clothesline, flame barrier. One of those is actually a block card even. True Grit's like, True Grit's slightly better than defend at blocking, but I'm not super excited about my defense, my True Grit, and my Iron Wave in terms of my block potential. What cards do I simply dislike for Ironclad? I don't know. Watch my Ironclad card ratings video on YouTube, probably. Am I planning on getting into RimWorld? I've already played RimWorld. Played hundreds of hours of RimWorld. Pickleman. Just Google the things I just said, Mislav. That's probably fine. Probably don't need to use the fire potion yet. Maybe we even save it and use the block potion in this fight. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego was actually inspired by my life, Mr. Beefy. I can't work out if it's Beefy or Bi-Fi. There's this thing with Wi-Fi where in French it's pronounced Wi-Fi, and it's like the most adorable thing. Absolutely adorable. It's a German snack salami. Oh. Gotcha. Impervious is a good block card. Peace Pipe. So when you've got a Snecko Eye, Snecko Eye is interesting because usually Flame Barrier is a lot better than Defend, right? And in general, the new cards that you add to your deck are better than stuff like Strike Defend. Also, in general, they cost more energy than Strike Defend, which means that when you add Snecko Eye to your deck, the new cards that you add to your deck are actually even more better than Strike Defend than usual. Because Immolate is more better than Strike when it costs a random amount of energy and Strike costs a random amount of energy than when it costs 2 and Strike costs 1. And same with Flame Barrier versus Defend and Demon Form versus whatever. And so getting rid of strikes in your Snecko Eye runs is like even more important than usual. Although it sort of also isn't more important than usual because you can win with them anyway. Snecko Eye is strong. Snecko Eye is a strong little relic. Even more better. So I'm gonna start toking strikes, I think, over upgrading my demon form. Does the average card cost 1.5 energy? Snecko-Eye randomizes with a uniform distribution between 0 and 3. Strike, dummy. It's a little bit awkward. Ink bottle is quite strong. Okay. Don't think we take apparitions in this one. Smody, thanks for the 14 months. Angbomusho to you as well. Does Jacques Orblong break out MS Paint to explain the getaway route to his infiltration team? You know, I'm only limited to Paint because I'm streaming. If you were hanging out with me IRL, like napkins with a pen, a wall, whiteboards, you can use like body motions a little bit more freely to explain things. Overhead projectors. I should buy an overhead projector for this stream. Going to a store with 450 gold seems pretty good. I'm gonna go kill another elite though. Why? Why not just go here, remove a strike, go here, remove a strike, go here, remove a strike, have no strikes anymore. Have it be impossible to lose. It seems better. Seems somewhat better. Doysman, thanks for the 13 months. Angbomusho to you as well. Is this the moment for Prismatic Shard? It seems more likely that it's the moment for Bottled Demon Form. Right? That seems quite a bit better to me. Has Jorbs ever picked the bomb? Actually, nobody's ever picked the bomb, weirdly. It's the only card in the game that nobody has ever bought at a store. I've seen the numbers on it. Shockwave's incredible. I think I like Energy Potion more than Attack Potion. Maybe Fire Potion isn't as good as Attack Potion though. Playing a deck with a bunch of strength after all. Yeah, I prefer not to use cards which are purely OP. Just makes the game less fun, right? That's why I don't usually take the bomb or claw or any of the other terrible cards that I don't take. I mean, very good cards that I don't take. You were going to die, birds. I'm sorry about that. Is it also why I don't dig? Yep. You give it to Chanka and a cog. very weird thing about streaming is that sometimes things happen and I have no idea why they've happened. I try to like live my life in a way where I respond to, you know, the consequences of my actions, and I'm like, oh, if I do this, then that happens, so I should do this more or do this less or whatever. And with streaming, sometimes stuff happens that I just don't understand in any way. So over like the last month, my traffic on YouTube has basically doubled, and I haven't changed what I'm doing at all. I don't really know why. And I think along with that, I've gotten quite a lot of people who have shown up from YouTube to stop by the stream and say hi and whatever. It is cool. But I do feel a little bit bad doing my like casually lying about thing bit, because like probably there are some people who are new here who have no idea what the fuck is going on. Why is Jorbs just randomly saying things that aren't true? Is this entertainment? Probably it's not. I mean, it's sort of entertainment. You went through my old XCOM campaigns, it was all you? Fair enough. Thank you for that. Why does Jorbs keep talking about Diamond Heist? Hopefully nobody catches on to why I'm doing that. Ooh, Reaper seems pretty good. It might be because Hump started making really cool thumbnails. The thumbnails seem really sweet. You found Jorbs after extra credits talked about his Ascension 21 turn heart kill. Those were the days. I think that Reaper with a bottled demon form is probably alright. I think we can just take Coffee Dripper. Like, I cannot imagine ever having to rust at a campfire right now. Interest views in YouTube is cyclical with lows and highs for all channels across the board. Really? So this is temporary? Oh no. My experience with YouTube channel growth has been that I get a huge spike of growth and then it remains like that for a while. And then eventually maybe I get another huge spike of growth. That's what I've seen happen. Flex is probably pretty rad with a Reaper in the deck, huh? Let's grab one of those. So I was just gonna remove another card here. I feel like removing cards is pretty good right now, but double flame barrier? Like one flame barrier except two. That seems pretty good as well. We're starting to remove defends at this point, which is like... Maybe I should upgrade Demon Form. I have to upgrade Demon Form at some point before the end of the run. Yeah, I guess I should upgrade Demon Form. Okay. Yeah, I think that having another flame barrier is probably better than removing a defend. How would Headbutt interact with Ink Bottle if Ink Bottle's on 9? You would draw the card that you put on top. The weirdest thing about ink bottle that I've found is when you play bullet time with ink bottle on 9, all the cards in your hand go to 0, and bullet time has a debuff on it that says you can't draw more cards, right? So you'd assume that when it made all the cards in your hand go to 0, it would also stop you from drawing the card from ink bottle, but no, what actually happens is all the cards in your hand go to 0, then you draw another card, but the other card doesn't go to 0 energy cost. So I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. That bug got fixed recently. I feel like when we call things bugs and say that they have been fixed, sometimes we like minimize how weird they were. Maybe something more sinister was going on that has like implications for the entirety of like human society. Maybe we shouldn't be so cavalier about getting rid of it. Threaten Needle is a pretty good one. So at this point in the run, yes, I'm just getting rid of defense. If I had a corruption, I wouldn't be getting rid of defense right now. I'd be getting rid of like... Fuck if I know. Maybe I would be getting rid of defense. Yeah, I don't think I would get rid of Iron Wave over Defend. I was thinking about that, but that doesn't make any sense. I do have a demon form, so Iron Wave gets to a point where it hits pretty hard, actually. Am I not allowed to upgrade demon form? What's the plan at the next campfire? Assuming that I make it that far. Giant head's looking very intimidating right now. Reaper would be very good if we ever lost health. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Probably lose health in this fight though. Snecko is not really cooperating, is it? Never mind, Snecko is always with us. Yeah, we could use a heavy blade probably too. So that we could actually like kill it right now instead of just not killing it. Got there eventually. Eternal Feather is nice. I guess we weren't going to be resting ever anyway with Coffee Dripper, but now we especially don't need to rest ever. Entrench is like actually okay. I think I'm gonna take Entrench, and then if I see a Barricade, I take that too. Probably time to upgrade Demon Form. Gotta draw Immolate here. Sweet. I think that Uppercut Plus is alright. Let's see, I already have an unupgraded one. I've got a Bash and a Clothesline, and I have a Shockwave. So it's probably alright, but seems overly unnecessary too. It's alright. A +4 strength Reptomancer. This deck does everything. Is it? I think it mostly just plays attacks that deal 30 damage over and over again. Haven't noticed it doing much more than that. 36 plus 33 is 69, plus the Combust gets us home. Am I not trying to min-max Ink Bottle? Not a ton. Min-max implies that like one option is better than another. But for one option to be better than another, you need like one of the options to be bad or whatever. I do still need a Happy Blade. That's the big thing that we're missing right now. You have a theory on how to drink the moon-shaped cultist potion properly? Please tell me, Bizo. you recall correctly, you maximize your outcome and minimize the outcome of your opponent. Yes. That's exactly what min-maxing is, but if you're like playing chess and looking at an engine, the chess engine also thinks that mating in 1 is better than mating in 2, even though it isn't. Because we've like added an artificial thing to min-maxing to give it like extra guidance or whatever. I think you have to be giving extra guidance to this run of Slay the Spire to think that one line is better than most of the other lines, because there are a very, very, very large number of lines in this run of Slay the Spire where you win. Never use True Grit. Yeah, it didn't get upgraded. And generally there are cards in my hand that I don't want to be exhausting in this deck. I guess engines don't count mating in 1 as better exactly than mating in 2, but they will display a mate in 1 as higher in their list of preferred moves than mating in 2. They're scored the same, but there's a secondary sorting criteria as well. Hey, upgraded my heavy blade, that's awesome. Thanks, Giant Head. The potion is a liquid, but when you put it near your face and cap it, the potion turns into a vapor when it is exposed to oxygen. So we're vaping it? Is that what you're telling me? Interesting. You even vape Twitch chat. I'm gonna get my 1 health off of this using Reaper. It's my big plan. It seems important. Yeah, it seems important. Filthy Robert with the raid! How's it going, Filthy Robot? How's the Rim World treating y'all? If any of you don't know Filthy, good friend of mine, an excellent streamer, plays all sorts of strategy games, has been playing some RimWorld lately. Checked out whatchamacallit that I played on stream and thought was pretty good a couple of days ago too. I don't remember what it was called. Fucking hell. Anyway, Filthy is not Prison Architect, a different one. Trials by Fire? Maybe? I don't remember. Anyway. Legend of Keepers! Yes, thank you. Oh my god, my brain was fucking breaking. Yeah, Legend of Keepers looks pretty good. I thought that there was some potential if they could put together more content for it, but that it didn't quite have, like, the balancing wasn't quite in yet and the content wasn't all there yet. Anyway, looked like a pretty sweet game. You recommend checking Filthy's stream out. And thanks for the raid, Filthy. If you're dropping in, we're in an Ironclad run where our deck is impossibly strong and we're talking about chess engines or something to pass the time. Welcome. Yup, deck's strong. You played Legend of Keepers for 6 hours after you saw it on my stream. Cool. Second Heavy Blade Plus? Second Heavy Blade Plus is probably pretty good. So it gains 15 damage every turn with our Demoniform in play. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. See if we can actually block enough for boss fights. I'm not that good at blocking. He says, drawing a hand that can block for 90 with 2 energy. Calipers would actually be good here. Weird. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid moment for Calipers. I'm not gonna play Flame Barrier so that I can get Ink Bottle stuff next turn. I played the wrong cards, I'm pretty sure. Shouldn't matter very much. Cool thing about our block is that 87 max HP blocks for you, and we have like Pantograph and Eternal Feather and stuff, so we probably actually will consistently have that much HP. For most of the fights that we care about, goodbye Heavy Blade. Plus Regal Pillow too. Yep, we do have a Regal Pillow. It's not very good with Coffee Dripper, but we do have one. So puzzled by the things that are happening when I play cards. Maybe I should think harder, I don't know. New Carnage Noise is very, like, in your face, I would say. doesn't mess about. It in the new weak application noise, or web application noise rather. Web application, lol. I don't know, they're very like loud and aggressive. This kills the enemy. And we're into Act 4. Cool. A friend gifted you Slay the Spire a month ago and Steam just revoked your key. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. It doesn't sound great. Oh, I see. Crime. Well, I don't personally know anything about crime, so wouldn't be able to comment, unfortunately. Mayhem was pretty good here. Right? Mayhem seems pretty good here. The only problem is if it ever hits Reaper when we don't want it to, but whatever. I don't think it's a huge concern. Better than Bag of Prep. Bag of Prep's quite a bit worse because, well, we don't get attacked on turn 1 against the heart, and we have Demon Form in our hand to play already anyway. And our attacks don't deal that much damage before Demon Form has scaled a bit, so I think Mayhem. I think this. Bag and Dark Embrace seemed good. I don't know. I think that my strategy involves a decent amount of waiting for Demon Form to make my attacks deal more damage. Trying not to die. Can't play Mayhem there? I could definitely have played Mayhem there. I don't need Reaper all that much. I have a Pantograph. Feels like a Watcher run right now. With the whole, like, suddenly dying at the end of the run thing. So we go into, oh, Self-Forming Clay is so good. Disarm's also pretty good. Go into the heart fight with 75 HP. This is a pretty good start. Get our demon form down, get a disarm going. Sure. Turn 1 form. I have demon form bottled, so yes, it is not particularly unusual for us to play it on turn 1. Next turn sucks. A lot. I was wondering if I Reaper already. I'm like weakened right now and stuff. Doesn't seem like a very good Reaper, does it? Let's do this. Playing a Void puts it in your discard pile. Rude. Now next turn's not as bad. Imperial! I want to take 1 damage here. It gives me block next turn. It also, not playing Flame Barrier means that Ink Bottle works next turn, which is a little bit better. Bonk. That was a solid bonk. So we grab Pummel, but we actually probably play it later rather than now. I'm gonna take a bunch of damage here, but it is alright. I have a self-forming clay, so it's just making me block for next turn, basically. Is Ink Bottle a relic? This one. Looking pretty good. Without self-forming clay, we like probably win this. Would have been harder, huh? Would have been harder. We have a streak. We have won 1 in a row, at least. At least 1 in a row.